we're gonna get right to it. My eyes and everything are already prepped. Going to be using the Morphe palette today. I'm gonna do some glitter too, so I felt like getting really glittered up for no reason at all, so we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna start with a pretty brown. This is going to be like my transition color. I'm just gonna put that in that little crease, brow bone, above the crease area. I've been watching a whole lot of Netflix and I'm actually tired of watching Netflix. Netflix, reading books, working, Netflix, reading books, working, going for walks. Me and my neighbor, we go walk like 2 or 3 times a week. So that's a plus, a nice way to get out of the house and things like that. So the next color I'm going to go with is this pretty like reddish color right here. That's going to go in my crease. I'm just going to move that along in the crease. So right in that crease. And that outer V right here. But we're not going to bring it out this time. We're just going to kind of round it because I don't want the blown out look this time. So we're just going to round it at the ends. I just got this palette and I haven't used half these colors in here, but I plan to. It's such a pretty palette and I love the colors. Like I said, I'm really like neutrals and things. They have a great selection of neutral colors with a little bit of like intense colors. So I'm gonna go back with the first brush that I use and go back in with that brown that I use for my transition color, and I'm just gonna blend the two, make sure it's all blended together. Blend, 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 blend. Blending is always key. What I'm going to do is take some powder and clean up a little bit in the areas here. I'm just going to take some powder and clean that up just a little bit. And then I'm going to go back with that same brush and just make sure it's blended. So I'm then going to take this lighter shade of pink right here. And I'm just going to put that on the lid space. I'm not worried about it being really neat because I'm going to use a different I'm gonna put glitter on top actually. So just a little pink, little pink, little pink, little pink. Gonna take some concealer and a brush. Gonna take a little flat brush like so. I'm gonna put this concealer, actually I'm gonna use a different concealer. I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place concealer. This is the same concealer I'm going to use when I do my highlight. Damn. So we're gonna put that on the lid. Now you place the concealer as high as you want it to go and try to do it as even as you can because you want it to meet where your crease is. So you want to kind of carve out that crease with the concealer. And then I'm going to use the other side of the brush to do the other lid. And so you're just putting the concealer on like this. Just carving it out, trying to make sure it's even. Like so. You're gonna give it a little minute, let that dry. Not like a full 60 seconds, but you wanna definitely want it to dry a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with my Makeup for Melanin Girls glitter palette. It's so pretty. Like glitter, 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 all the glitter that you could ever want. And I'm gonna use this pretty purple pink color here. I haven't used this one yet, so why not go for it? If you want, you can add like concealer to the brush or like a primer. I'm not going to use anything just because these pick up really, really nicely on the brush. And then I'm just going to place that where I put the concealer. And you're really just going to pack it on there. So it's like patting motions. You don't want to rub. So it's a bit of a slow process, but the final results will be beautiful. So you're just packing it on the lid. The flatter the brush, the better. It does fall out a little bit. You will have some fall out. You just pack it on there until you get the desired look like that you want. So I think that's enough for me for now. So you just pack it on to your desired look, and then I'm going to go with that crease brush that I was using, and I'm going to go back in my crease with that same pretty, I don't even know what color is this. I'm just going to go back in my crease just to make sure everything is blended. And I'm just gonna move right on along to some liner. We're gonna go with the e.l.f. liner today. Just a little liner. And I'm gonna go in under the eye as well. And then all you need is some Kleenex or something to clean up that excess glitter. You can also use makeup remover if you choose. So the eyes are pretty much done. We're just gonna go ahead and move on in with the skin. So I went ahead and threw my lashes on. I'm just gonna prime my nose and around the mouth. Then go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal to color correct. Just gonna squeeze some of that. Take some concealer, put it on my finger. It's been raining here all day long. I mean, not that I have anywhere to go, but just saying. Okay, looking crazy, looking crazy. Got that in here. Then I'm gonna go ahead with my powder. Just some translucent powder. And I always put it around my mouth and on my nose because that's where I feel like I'm the oiliest. I'm surprised I don't sneeze like all over the place when I put powder on because, ooh, child. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. I'm shade 450. I really like this foundation. I actually like the foundation better than the matte foundation. I don't know. I just do. I don't know why. I think because of the texture and because of the simple fact that it's a hydrating foundation. I'm not really big on the matte face. Every once in a while, yes, especially when I'm going somewhere and I want to make sure my face is like tight, like it doesn't go anywhere, then for sure. I'm just going to take this and put it all over. I always start with the outside and work my way in. Make sure you get that ear and that jawline. I've been watching Charm. You know that series from way back in the day? I think it was on like TNT way back in the day. I've been watching it on Netflix. I think I'm on the 8th season or 7th season. I think there was a total of 8. So I am almost done. I'm going to go ahead and use Old Faithful Juvia's Place concealer to highlight. So I'm going to go in with the shade number 9. I want a nice good highlight today. I figured if I'm going to go glam on the eyes, might as well doll it up with concealer and highlight and all that good stuff. So why not? Now I'm going to go in, pat that into the skin. It's going to be intense. I like intense sometimes, but I'm real quick to throw on some tinted moisturizer and some lip gloss and some mascara and call it a day. But, you know, I felt like getting really cute, so I figured, why not? So we're going to go ahead and spray. I'm going to use my favorite, Fenty Beauty, What It Do. I don't like putting my lashes on before I do all this spraying because sometimes all that spraying will loosen up that glue or whatever, but to save time, went ahead and threw them on. So with that same foundation brush, I'm just going to go over where I highlighted. Then I'll take my damp sponge. And we're going to use the Fenty Beauty Cream Cheeks Out. This is in the color Chocolate. And it's gorgeous, by the way. So I'm just going to go with a contour brush. Just going to get that on there. This is a bronzer, but it's definitely more like a contour. So I'm not adding anymore. I'm just making sure all that's just blended the way that I want it. And we're going to spray again because you can never spray too much. Feels so good, feels so good, feels so good. Then I'm going to go back with my beauty blender and I'm going to blend in my contour and highlights. Again, everything's always patting motions. Patting motions are always better. Spray one more time because now I'm about to get into the powders. So I'm going to take the Fit Me I'm going to take both colors. I got the 30 and the 40, and I'm going to pour a little bit of both into the top, the cap, and use it that way. So taking a little bit of the 30, then I'm going to take a little bit of the 40. I'm just going to mix it together. So I'm just trying this. We're going to hope it works. I'm going to take that. Put that into the skin. Seems to be working all right. Seems to be working. I promise you, makeup is really all about experimenting. So now we're going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Cocoa. You see that Fenty Beauty? The Cocoa Naughty. And we're going to go over where I did my contour. I'm going to go under my under eye with that same color that I use for my crease. We're just going to go. Ooh. You be cutting it close with getting into these eyeballs. I washed my hair. I don't know if I told y'all that already, but yes, I had to wash my hair. Finally took those braids down because they were getting on my nerves. So, had to wash my baby. Which is my hair, my baby. My hair is my baby. Like, it's everything. Okay, so I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty, what is this? Cognac Candy for my highlights. So pretty. Look at it. Cognac Candy. So I have my brush. I'm going to wet it. Oops, I dropped something. You really have to like get into this. It's a really soft highlight. Like, it's not really heavy, but it's really nice and shimmery. Like, this is gonna look really good on the body. Like, I ordered the Kabuka brush off the Fenty website this weekend because they were having a sale. I cannot wait to get it. Now, am I going to use the cream blush or not? No. So, we are going to go with Oh Faithful Raisin from MAC. This is my favorite. Again, I'm going to wet my brush. A blush brush. And I'm going to get in there. So that's for that mascara. Going to prime with the Lancome CILS Booster. Just going to prime my bottom lashes. But I'm going to apply mascara to the top and the bottom. I have no... Oh. We're going to use the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. I haven't used this in a while. Start brushing the top just a little bit. I love to put 2 or 3 coats. Some people don't, but I have to pack on the mascara. Last but not least would be the lips. So I'm going to use MAC Spice to line my lips. This gives me time to let my mascara dry before I spray it with setting spray. So I do my lips. And then I'm going to go in with Colored Rain Cappuccino. It's really nice, like a nude pink color. I really love Color Rain's lipsticks. Like, they stay on, okay? Like, you have to really get them off with like coconut oil or something. Then I'm just gonna throw some lip gloss on. It's going to be the Pat McGrath. Love, this is like my favorite lip gloss. This is my go-to. Like, I use this lip gloss next to Fenty lip gloss, but I like this one because it's nice and thick and it has the little sparkles to it. So this is why this is like, see that's so pretty. Nobody uses this but me, so it's mine to dip as I please. I don't use this on anyone else. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more blush. This is the final look though. I'm not gonna do, oh, I'll put something in my inner corners. Can't forget my inner corners. So my mascara should be dry now. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix spray. Is one of my top setting sprays. Ooh. So this is the final look. I'm gonna take my little braids down because I have my hair in a braid out style. So I'm gonna take my braids down and of course take a whole bunch of selfies, but this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and tuning in. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.